Hi, my name is Jackie. I'm going to take you guys through a 45-minute Vinyasa Flow. What you'll need is your water bottle, a prop if you have it, if you have blocks or anything to help lift you up through the practice, and your yoga vest. Let's do it. All right, everybody, we'll start in an easy seat Sukhasana. So you can sit up on a block. I like to sit easy seat with the crossed legs, just so that my knees are below my hips. You can also sit with the feet back behind you in supported Virasana. Good. So however that feels to you. Start to shut down the eyes. And let the breath become a little bit more deep. We'll start with 3 inhales through the nose and exhales out the mouth. Ready? One more. Going to completely empty. And start to notice the breath. Notice the density of the breath. How fast is it? How shallow? Without judgment, just notice. And start to send the breath to different areas in the body. Areas that need it, emotionally or physically. Good. We'll start with Dirga Pranayama, 3-part breath. Inhale, slow lower belly. Let it travel into the ribcage and up into the chest. Exhale, the chest, ribcage, and the belly. Good. Inhale, slow lower belly, the ribcage, and the chest. Exhale, the chest, ribcage, and the belly. Good. Continue just like this for a few rounds. Let it be as deep as you need it. Take about 2 more rounds. And then come back to that natural inhalation and exhalation through the nose. Okay, slowly start to open the eyes. And then let's get started. So we're just going to start by taking some nice side bends. Right arm will reach down, left arm reaches up towards the sky, up overhead. Good. Gaze is under that left arm. Inhale, come back to center, right arm lifts. Left arm plants, right arm reaches up overhead, gaze under the right arm. Good, let's try it again. Inhale that left arm up. Right arm reaches down, left arm reaches overhead. Maybe start to take a nice bend in that right arm. And then find the left sits bones on the earth, on the block. Good. Inhale, take it up, right arm lifts. Left arm plants, start to bend it. Good, and right arm reaches up overhead. Good. Inhale, come back to center, left arm lifts. Good, and here we're just going to take a twist. Left arm reaches outside of the right leg, right arm plants behind you. Still warming up the body. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist it over to the back. Inhale, the arms lift. And take it over to the other side. Right arm reaches outside the left. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist it to the back. Good. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Good. And if you have the block behind you, just gently take it off. And we're just going to extend the arms long towards the front of the mat. Still in that cross-legged position if you have it. Let the head lay. And just start to notice the vest really drawing the heart down towards the earth. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Good, and we'll just take the vest off here. Start to use it in a different way to ignite the abs. So come to lay on your mat. And you're going to place the vest right on the shins here. And then take the straps and wrap them on the knees so that they don't fall, right? So you're going to lay on your back. Draw the knees up towards the sky. Keep the shins nice and parallel with the earth. Good. From here, you can take your hands right on the belly or down beside you, whatever feels good. And then start to tap the right heel towards the mat. Good. Inhale and lift it up. Exhale the left heel towards the mat. Inhale, lift it up. Good. The right heel. Inhale it up. And the left heel. Good. Inhale it up. And this time, if you want to keep doing with that, it's totally cool. Or we can start to bring both heels towards the mat. And inhale it up. Good. Bring it down. And inhale it up. Keep drawing the navel down towards the back body. Take it for 2 more times here. Good. And then hug the knees in towards the chest here. Start to take some nice rocks with the lower back. Let the weight of the vest just draw the knees in a little bit closer. Good. And then we'll start to take some rocks with the vest on the knees here. Start to rock up and down the spine. Good. All the way lengthwise. Good. And then come to a seated position. Pop that baby back on. And we will meet in a tabletop position. Make sure it's nice and snug. Good. So the wrists are right underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We'll just start to warm up the back body here. From here, tuck the toes and melt the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, untuck the toes, dome the spine, chin towards chest. Good. Tuck the toes, melt the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, untuck the toes, dome the spine, chin towards chest as you exhale. Good. Keep going just like this. Take any movements that feel good. Maybe open up the wrist. Let the weight of the vest really move you through this cat-cow. Make it a little bit deeper. Good. And the weight is really doing the work for you. It's just supporting you here. So let it be just that. Good. Take about 2 more. Good. And then walk the hands one handprint out in front of you. Lower the chest and the chin towards the earth. Ashtanga Namaskara. Good. Inhale back to your tabletop position. Exhale the chest and chin onto the earth. Inhale, slither through onto the belly, baby cobra, Ardha Bhujangasana. Good. Tuck the chin, extend the cervical spine, and lift the head, neck, and chest slightly off the mat. Let the hands be nice and light. Ignite the back body. Good. Exhale, third eye to the mat. Tuck the toes, come to your tabletop, and then lift the hips down, facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Take your breaths here. You can pedal out your dog. Good. Take any movement that feel good. Maybe the heels come to the right, or the heels come to the left. And what's awesome about this pose is we really want to draw the heart towards the knees. So this vest really helps us in doing that. So just really emphasize the chest drawing down and the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Good. Inhale, float yourself in plank pose, Palakasana. Good. Exhale, draw the seat towards the heels. Hover the knees off the chest. Really emphasize that drawing the chest down towards the earth without moving the chest. Inhale, straighten the legs. Good. We'll do that again. Inhale through plank pose. Exhale, bear pose. Chest comes down. Inhale, straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Good, one more time. Inhale, float through. Exhale, bear pose. Inhale, straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Good, inhale onto the tippy toes, and then slowly start to walk the feet up towards the hands at the top of the mat. Good. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Hands can stay right on the mat here. You can take opposite elbows above the head. Getting the weight of the vest here really draws the crown of the head down towards the earth. You'll not only feel this in the hamstrings, you might feel this in the back body here, the back ribs expanding. Good. Weight is in the balls of the feet rather than the heels. Plant the hands here. Inhale to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Good, bend the knees, reverse the swan dive, take it up, out and around, Urdhva Hastasana, gaze comes up. Good, from here, take hold of the right wrist, inhale to lengthen, exhale, melt it over to the left. Good, and maybe you step that right foot back behind you, you find a little bit more length in that side body. Good, gaze into that right arm. And what's really awesome about this vest is when you start to tilt it forward, you'll feel it a little bit more in that side body. Good. Inhale, come back through center, switch the grip. Inhale to lengthen, exhale over to the right. Maybe you step that left foot back behind you. Good, and then tilt it forward. You'll feel the weight of the vest pull you just a bit. Good, inhale, come back through center. Swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Good, inhale to go flat back. Exhale and fold. Good, plant the hands, step the right foot back. Step the left foot back, plank pose, Palakasana. And from here, really push the ground away from you. Good, you'll feel the vest resisting, but just push. And then lower the knees, the chest and the chin. Inhale onto the belly, baby cobra or full cobra if that feels good. You can start to shift onto either hip. Still warming up the body. Good. Exhale, third eye to the mat. Either come through tabletop or engage all the muscles here, come straight through plank pose, and then lift the hips downward facing dog. Good, 3 breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg up and back behind you. Flex the foot, square the hips. Knee towards nose, dome the spine. Gently step it through between the hands. Back knee comes down. Interlace the fingers on top of that right thigh. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Good, guys. Option to stay right here. You can inhale the arms out. Good. And you'll start to notice that the weight of the vest really pushes you down into the hips. Try to lift up through the side body to get yourself a little bit out, but then drop the shoulders. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands. Tuck the back toes, sit back on that heel, extend that right leg. Good, and that weight of the vest will be a little intense here, so be gentle with yourself as we start to warm up. Good, inhale through Anjaneyasana, lift the arms. Exhale, half split. Start to tuck the toes, sit it back. Good. One more time, inhale through Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. Ardha Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, come back through your Anjaneyasana here. Good. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And then send the arms back behind you. Find that nice stable ground here. Send the hands back behind you. Good. Start to open up the chest. Crown of the head reaches forward. You're hovering the chest over that right thigh. Good. And then inhale, start to lift you up. High lunge. Beautiful. Again, melt the shoulders, but lift up through the vest. Good. High lunge here. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Back toes come down 90 degrees. Virabhadrasana 2, cut it open. Good, make sure that the front heel is nice, intersected the back foot. Gaze is over that right middle finger. Good. And again, this is a nice one to lift up through the side body, right? And then lower the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, flip the front palm, take it up and back, peaceful warrior. Good, spin the heart open. Option to bring that left arm down the back leg, or you can wrap it behind the back. Maybe you take hold of the vest to help open up this twist. Good. Inhale, come back through Virabhadrasana 2. Cartwheel the hands to frame the front foot, back heel spins up. Inhale, start to straighten that right leg any amount. You can also place your hand on blocks here. Good, exhale and bend. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. Good. And then walk the hands, walk the feet, the foot over to the right hand side, outside of that right hand. Good. And the same thing. Inhale, start to straighten that right leg. Exhale and bend. Good. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. One more time, inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. Just start to absorb this half lizard pose, right? You can also bring the back knee down, lift the chest just for a moment. Good. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Start to walk the foot over back to center here. Step the left foot up to meet the right at the top of the mat, Uttanasana. Good, let it go. This time, interlace the fingers behind the back. And maybe start to draw the hands up overhead. Good, the weight of the vest does the work for you. You can keep the knees as bent as you need. And then switch the grip, opposite thumb on top. Good. Plant the hands, slowly start to roll up one vertebrae at a time here. Come up to stand. Good. And then take that vest off here. But just weave the elbows inside. So you're gonna take the hands right underneath the straps. So you're almost like holding it as you were, if it were between your hands, or down your arms, good. So from here, big toes come to touch, leave an inch between your heels. Sink the hips towards the mat. Tuck the tailbone under it, Utkatasana, awkward chair pose. Good, to keep that chest nice and lifted. So you're almost drawing shoulder blades back. Good, and then press the vest up towards the sky. Good, as you sit a little bit deeper. Good, draw the elbows down, the vest back through the back body. And then inhale, extend it back up. Good, just the arms as you start to dip it down, this little shoulder press. Inhale and extend. One more time, down the back body. Inhale and extend, start to extend it all up. Good, stand at the top of the mat. And then from here, you're just gonna bring the vest over to the right hand side. Feel that stretch down that left side of the body. Good, ground down to the left toes. Inhale for center, melt it over to the left. Good. Inhale through center, and then just slide it down the back body. Come to bring it back to the chest. Tighten it up. Inhale, arms up out and around. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Good. Plant the hands. Option here. You can step back through plank, or if you'd like to jump, gaze is right in front of you. Land right in that chaturanga arm. Good. Flip to the tops of the feet. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Good. Left leg reaches up and back behind you. Knee towards nose, dome the spine. Gently step it through between the hands. Good. Back knee comes down. Interlace fingers on top of that left thigh. Start to press it forward. Or you can lift the hands. Good, guys. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Tuck the toes or just sit back on that heel. Extend that left leg long. Half split. Inhale for Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. Good, one more time. Inhale through Anjaneyasana. Good. Half split as you plant the hands and send the hips back. Good, melt a little bit deeper over this left leg. Beautiful. Inhale through Anjaneyasana here. Good, and then plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, come back into that power lunge. Hands come back behind you, chest lifts. Really draw the navel to the back body. Crown of the head reaches forward. And then inhale, lift the arms, high lunge. Good, melt those shoulders. Good, inhale, straighten the front leg. Virabhadrasana 2, back foot spins down 90 degrees. Good, and again, find that lift through the side body. Good, inhale, flip the front palm, take it up and back, peaceful warrior. Good, back hand sends down the back leg, or reach it back behind you and take hold of that strap here. Good. Inhale, come back through Virabhadrasana 2, heart really ends to frame that front foot. Spin onto the back foot. Inhale, straighten the left leg and knee up. Good, draw the chest towards that left leg. Exhale and bend. Good, inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. And then plant the hands, walk the foot over to the outside edge of that left hand. Good, and then inhale, straighten that leg again. Exhale and bend. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. One more time, inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend, and then hold this just for a moment. You can bring that back knee down if you'd like. Good, really lift that chest. Good, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Start to bring that foot to the inside of that left hand. Step it up, Uttanasana at the top of the mat. Good. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale and fold. This time, we're going to interlace the fingers and bring them behind the neck, or you can just take hold of the vest here. Either one. We'll just add just an extra little thing for the neck. Let it go. Good. Slowly release, roll up one vertebrae at a time and just stand at the top of the mat. Good, and again, we'll just take off the vest, but just bring your hands right underneath, just like you did last time. So right underneath the straps. Bring the big toes in touch, leave an inch between the heels, sink the hips, Uttanasana, awkward chair pose. Good, and start to press the vest up towards the sky. Good. Maybe this time you start to balance onto the toes and lift the heels. Good. If you want to take a couple presses with the toes or the balance of the heels. Yeah. Good, and then come up to that standing position here. Good, come back into that Uttanasana with the arms extended. Good, pop the heels up once more. And then start to inch your way towards the mat. Maybe an inch deeper. An inch deeper. Good, and bring the seat all the way to the mat here. Keep the arms nice and extended. Good. Navasana boat pose. So you can 100% keep your knees nice and bent. The feet will rest on the earth. Or you can start to lift the shins up towards the sky. Good. This will be an easier variation. You can also extend the legs. Good. And then inhale, lower halfway down. Keep the vest extended. Exhale, Navasana. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, Navasana. Inhale and extend. Exhale, Navasana. Place that vest right onto the hips. Plant the hands back behind you. Bend the knees. Lift the hips. Reverse tabletop. Let it go. Are you heating up yet? Keep the breath. Good. Let the seat sit on the mat and just start to hug the vest here as you make your way to the top of the mat. Good. Perfect. Just pop it back on when you get there. And twisted, sorry. There we go. Make sure it's nice and snug. Inhale, the arms about and around. Exhale and fold. Good. Option to plant the hands and move through that vinyasa if you'd like it. We'll meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. Good, guys. Inhale, float yourself through plank pose. Exhale, bear pose. Set the seat towards the heels, just like we did in our warm-ups. Look between the hands. Jump step, hop your way to the top of the mat. Good. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Step that left foot back long on the mat. And then we're just going to parallel the feet towards the side. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the side body. Exhale, start to hinge forward for that wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padasana. Good, hands can reach the mat once you get there. This is a great stretch for the vest for sure. As you press the hips away from you, the weight of the vest will just draw the torso down a bit more. Good. And then option here, you can start to turn the right toes out, start to sit towards that right heel, extend the left foot. Good, Skandasana. Inhale, come back through wide-legged forward fold. Start to bring the left toes out and sit into that left heel. Good, inhale, wide-legged forward fold. Right toes turn out. Good, and then coming over to the other side. If you'd like to pick up the hands, you're more than welcome for the few next ones we have. Hands can just come to heart center here as you glide from each Skandasana. Good, it's a little extra work with that vest, but really push through. Good, beautiful guys. When you're back in that wide-legged forward fold, when you're ready. Beautiful. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Good. Bring the hands onto the hips, roll up one vertebrae at a time here. Good. And then if you'd like to, we're gonna go into goddess pose. You can take off the vest and use a little bit more of the arms, or you can just keep it on, right? So you can take it off if you'd like. And we're just gonna hold it by the straps. Okay, so big toes turn out, heels are in. Start to sink towards the ground here and extend the vest towards the front of the mat. Good, goddess squat. You can maybe start to rock from side to side. Tuck the tailbone under. Good, maybe you pop one heel up. Maybe the other one lifts. Maybe you lift the vest just a little bit more. Good, guys. Maybe both heels lift. Nice. Heels come to the mat, extend it all the way up. Beautiful. And then bring it back to the chest. Beautiful, guys. Good. And then we'll just cartwheel the hands down to frame that front foot. Good. And then from here, step the right foot back, plank pose, Palatasana. Option to float the duck vinyasa if you'd like. We'll be a downward facing dog when you're ready. Good, guys. From here, inhale that right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, knee towards nose, dome the spine. Gently step it through between the hands. Good, we're gonna come right into that power when you scoop back. Good, so hands come back behind you. Chest draws, open, shoulder blades drop together. From here, we're gonna spring off the back toes, come into Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Good. So the chest, keep the chest nice and open. So you're pressing against the vest to open up that chest. Good. Option is to play with the hands here. You can take them back behind you, to the side, or for the hardest variation, towards the front of the mat. Good. And then how gently can you step it back to that high lunge? Beautiful. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Start to draw the knuckles down that back leg. Open up the chest. A beautiful assist from the vest here to open up that chest a little deeper. Inhale, come through that high lunge. And then slowly lower the back knee towards the mat. Come back through that Anjaneyasana. Good. Option to take this a little deeper as you interlace the fingers again behind the back and start to draw the knuckles down that back leg. Maybe you take 2 blocks on the side so you can start to bring the hands down towards the mat. Open up that chest just a bit more. Beautiful. Inhale, come back through center, remove the blocks. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then bring that right foot out to the outside edge of that the right mat. Good, hands come down. We're coming to that traditional lizard pose. You can keep on the hands. You can bring the left foot down if you'd like. Good, you can even bring your hands onto blocks if you need it. Or if you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, come up onto the forearms. Again, with or without that knee, back knee extended. Good. Keep the chest nice and lifted here. We tend to want to round in this pose, but especially with the vest, as you press the chest forward, you're going to feel it a lot more in that inner thigh. You can also take that right hand and bring it right onto that knee as you roll to the outside edge of that right foot. Inhale, come back through center, up onto the palms. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and then start to scooch that foot to the inside of the hands. Walk the left foot up just a little bit, just so that both heels come to the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Both toes are pointed forward. You'll feel this especially in that right hamstring. Pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Left hip comes back, left hip comes forward, right hip comes back. Good, again, we'll inhale to a flat back. And then we'll find it a little bit deeper as we exhale and let the vest do the work here. Beautiful, guys. Slowly start to bend that front knee, plant the hands. Step it back for your plank pose, Palasana. Beautiful. Move through that vinyasa if you like it, or downward facing dog is where we will meet. Amazing, guys. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side up and out. Just start to notice if the chest is a bit more open here. Good. Inhale that left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, knee towards nose, dome the spine. Gently step it through between the hands. Good, and we'll come back into that power lunge. Hands come back behind you. Good. Crown of the head reaches forward. Then spring off the back toes, start to lift that right leg for your Virabhadrasana frame. Nice, and then you can play with the hands here. They can stay back behind you, to the side, or out towards the front. Keep the hips nice and squared. Keep the navel drawing towards the belly. We'll lift the chest just a little. Good, and then gently step it back for that high lunge. Beautiful, guys. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Start to draw the knuckles down, open up the chest. Good. Inhale, come back to that high lunge. Slowly lower that back knee towards the mat. Again, interlace the fingers behind the back, start to draw the knuckles down. Maybe you find a little bit more length. Maybe you take the blocks again. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Good. Plant the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Start to walk the left foot outside of the left hand. Set up for that lizard pose here. Left knee stacked over that left ankle. Back knee can come down or stay up. You can also come down onto the forearms if you'd like, with or without the blocks. And then again, just really open up the chest here. Knees is slightly in front of you. And then take those variations if you'd like, opening up that hip. Beautiful. A few more breaths here. Good. Plant the hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, start to heel toe the foot back to the center. And then step that right foot up halfway up the mat so that both toes are pointing forward and both heels are down onto the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale and fold with or without the blocks. So that right hip comes forward, left hip comes back. And just melt over that left standing leg. Let the weight of the vest draw down. Beautiful. We'll take one more adjustment. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Find it a little bit deeper here. Beautiful, guys. Remove the blocks if you have them. Bend the left knee. Plant the hands. Step it back, plank pose, Palakasana. Good. And then move to that Vinyasa or downward facing dog. This is where we'll meet. Good. We'll start to slow it down a bit more here. Good. Inhale to that plank pose. Exhale, bear toes, sit the seat towards the heels. Look between the hands. Jump step, hop your way to the top of the mat. Good. And then sit the seat onto the mat here. Beautiful. We're going to come into Dandasana, stack pose. So flex the feet and bring the hands right beside the hips. Draw the elbows together. Good. And then from here, really flex the feet enough so that maybe the heels pick up just a bit. Good. Draw the elbows in, lift the chest. And you'll know you're in the right position because the weight of the vest is going to be, if you're too far forward, you're going to feel it in that lower back. Too far back, right, you're going to feel it. Try to find that center space. Good. You'll just feel the belly start to ignite. Good. Inhale the arms up, out and around. Exhale and fold for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Good. And if you can't reach the feet, what's good about this vest is you can always take it off and use it as a strap if you'd like. If you're super bendy, you can also take a block right outside of the feet to find that extra depth. And it's a lovely assist to get you a little bit deeper into this posture because in a regular yoga class, I usually just draw the weight right onto the back. Good. And then inhale to a flat back. Exhale, bring it down just a little bit more for that self-adjust. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, remove the block, take it up, out, and around, Urdhva. Good. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. We'll just remove the vest. Good. And you can bring it right onto the chest here. They start to. Good. Actually, let's bring it onto the chest and just bring it opposite way. Yeah. Keep the knees nice and bent. Inhale the arms up. Good. And then press the shoulders back behind you. Lift the chest. Good. And then one vertebrae at a time, slowly start to come down onto the mat. Take your time. Really grip through the toes. Good. Almost there. Beautiful. Awesome. From here, you're just going to take that vest, place it right onto the hip. Good. And then draw the knees or the feet in towards the seat. Good. From here, we'll take a nice flowing bridge for our back bends today. So press into all four corners of the feet. Hands come down by the heels. Then inhale, press the hips up towards the sky using the vest. And then draw the hands back behind you. Open up the chest. Good. Exhale, hips towards the mat. Draw the hands down by the side. Good. Inhale, lift the hips. Draw the hands up overhead. Exhale, hips come down. Hands come down. Good. And take about 2 or 3 more on your own. Using that extra little weight to strengthen the hamstrings, lower back. Beautiful, guys. Okay, so once you're finished, we'll just take our blocks, if you have one. You could do a pillow or anything at home that kind of props the seat up a bit. So you're going to take the block and place it right underneath the sacrum, that triangular bone at the base of the spine. Good. Start to draw the knees into the chest mindfully. And then place the vest right on top of the soles of the feet. Good. Once you get there and it's nice and comfortable, extend the legs up towards the sky. And you can adjust the block if you need to, just a little bit, so that it supports your back fully, right? This is supported shoulder stand, Salamba Sarvangasana. Good, and this is an amazing inversion, especially with the weight, because I feel like when I don't have the weight, my legs feel like I don't know where they are in space. So with the weight, it really draws it down. You can also take hold of the straps, right? And draw it down just a bit more. You can also flex the feet nice and hard so that you feel the stretch right in the hamstring or the calves. Good. And we'll sit here for a few breaths. This is an amazing pose for anxiety. Any inversion that brings new blood to the area. Beautiful, guys. Keep sitting with the breath. You can even place your hands on the belly if this is becoming a little distracting. Just focus on the breath. Two more breaths here. You might start to feel some tingling, and that's okay. It just means it's working. Good, and then slowly start to draw the knees in towards the chest. And then remove the block before you take the vest anywhere. Remove that block first. Take it off to the side. And then from here, we'll come into happy baby. So take hold, or bring the soles of the feet inside the straps, so the vest is facing towards the side. Yeah, and then draw the knees down towards the sides of you. Maybe you take the outside edge of the feet and leave the elbows inside. If that's not available to you, you can always take yogi toe lock, fingers around the big toes, and start to draw the hips down this way. And the vest really works here in opening the hips. And it's nice and long here, so you can even start to extend that right leg. And then extend the left leg if you'd like. You can extend both legs and draw them towards the face. Whatever feels good. You can take some rocking motion. If the lower back isn't on the mat and you'd like to just take the knees in towards the chest, you can just take the strap right on top of the knees. Just like this if you need. So that lower back is nice on the mat. Another variation of happy baby. Beautiful, guys. And then slowly start to take it off of the feet here. We're going to bring it right onto the chest. Good. So draw the feet onto the mat. Good. And then inhale the hips up towards the sky. Shift them over to the right. Melt the knees over to the left. What I like about this version of this pose with the vest on the chest is because we really want our chest to be and our shoulders to be on the mat. It's not so much for the knees, right? So the knees can be off the mat as much as they need. Just the chest and this right shoulder really wants to draw down towards the mat. Gaze is over that right shoulder. If you want extra support, of course, take the vest right onto the knees. Just a variation. Inhale through center. Plant the feet. Shift the hips over to the left and melt the knees over to the right. Gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Soles of the feet together, knees splay wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. And there are so many variations you can take with the vest. You can keep it right on the chest. You can take it on the belly to feel the breath. Sometimes we like to really notice the breath, put something weight on it. You can even take it right onto the hips. The main part of the vest will be on the pelvis, and then the wings just gently rest over the knees or the quads. Hands can lay by the side. You can take elbows up overhead if that feels good to you. And then just gently open up those hips once more. Find the breath. Beautiful. A few more breaths here. And slowly start to draw the knees in together. You can take the hands and draw the knees in. Step the soles of the feet onto the earth. Moving into our final pose, Shavasana. So whatever feels good, wherever the weighted vest feels good for you, whether that be right on the hips as you extend the legs, find that extra grounding. You can also take it on the belly, like we said, or on the chest. I'm going to take it on the hips for this one. Good. Feet will splay. Arms are long by the side. Palms are open to receive. Just notice the weight of the vest and how grounding it feels to really pull you into the earth. Let the back body melt. And the front body melt into the back body. And just be with the thoughts. And breathe. And if you'd like to keep going, you can just pause the video here. Or just start to wiggle the toes and fingers. Sense of movement into the neck. And if you haven't already, just hug that vest into the chest here. Hug the knees into the chest. Finding that gratitude once more for our practice and the ability to move our bodies. Just roll over to one side. The other side feels good here. Just let your bicep be a pillow for your head. Just noticing that extra weight. And find your way into a seated position here. Easy seat Sukhasana. You can just rest the vest right onto the thighs here. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side of the mouth. Bring the hands to heart center. Spread the fingers wide. Anjali Mudra, the sign of offering. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.